Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Lewis Sports Network. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday evening as we are ending Labor Day and getting into September 2nd. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday night. Hope everybody had a wonderful Labor Day weekend, whatever it is that you guys did. Definitely love and appreciate you guys as always. Without you, there is no me, as I always like to say. Second straight video in the building. And this is the video that I wanted to talk about. And a bit of further proof to show that Michael Jordan is the better NBA Finals performer in the playoffs than LeBron James. Because what the fanboys are going to do is they're going to cherry pick and they're going to pick stats from the playoffs and talk about how much better LeBron James is than Michael Jordan as a playoff performer. And this is not to take away from LeBron, because LeBron is one of the greatest playoff performers of all time. No question about it. But the reason I want to focus on the NBA Finals is because the fanboys want to make it seem like LeBron is so great, he's such a better performer in the finals than Michael Jordan is, and that's just not true. And the reason I want to focus is I want to focus on 30 and 40-point games. This is why. Y'all not going to believe this, but yeah, I can't wait until I tell you this, until you realize how crazy this is. Did you guys know Jordan played 35 games and LeBron James played 55 games? Now, we know this. Jordan is 24-11 in his 6 NBA final appearances. LeBron James is 22-33. And remember what I said, in 20 more NBA Finals games, LeBron James yet has 2 less wins than Michael Jordan, even though he went to 4 more finals than Michael Jordan and won 2 less finals than Michael Jordan, while losing as many times as Michael Jordan has won championships. Now, 30-point games. I am not going to get into how many each has, because that's really irrelevant. This is what's actually really more irrelevant than anything. It took Michael 1 finals game to get 30 points. And it was his first NBA Finals game against the Lakers and MVP runner-up Magic Johnson. Michael Jordan's numbers: 36 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. It might be 8 assists and 12. It might be 8 rebounds and 12 assists. But I know it's 36, 8, and 12. That's what I know. But Michael Jordan did that in his very first NBA Finals game. He got 36 points. That was his first 30-point game. He came back the next game and scored 33 points and shot 15 of 18. To this day, Jordan holds the NBA record for highest field goal percentage ever in an NBA Finals game, shooting 83%. No player in NBA history has shot better or come close. Those are just the first 2. So Jordan already had 2 30-point games in his first 2 NBA Finals games in his career out of 35. It took LeBron James 11 games to get his first 30-point game, and that was in 2012 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He didn't crack 30 against the San Antonio Spurs, and he didn't crack 30 against the Dallas Mavericks, a team that he was supposed to beat because his teammate Dwayne Wade would have won Finals MVP had the Miami Heat won the series. And what would have been the narrative? That LeBron was carried by D-Wade. D-Wade carried LeBron to that ring. You think LeBron was going to be able to live with that? I don't think so. And it took him 11 games to have his first 30-point game. Now, the fanboys are going to say, oh, but LeBron scored 30. He scored 30. He had a 32-point triple-double in his debut. Notice that the video I said was about the NBA Finals, and they'll cherry pick and talk about his playoff debut in the playoffs. That's not what I'm talking about. Gotta pay attention. There's levels to this. So it took LeBron 11 NBA Finals games to reach the 30-point mark for the first time. Okay. Now, let's go to 40-point games in the NBA Finals. Now, on paper, you're going to say, well, LeBron's got more than Michael Jordan because LeBron has scored 40 points on 7 different times in the NBA Finals. Michael Jordan has 6 of them. And let me tell you when he scored those 6. First 40-point game came in Game 5 against the Portland Trail Blazers. He had 46 points. He had 45 points in his last game as a Chicago Bull in 1998 in Game 6 of the Finals against the Jazz. I'm going to stop right there because I want to tell you something important. LeBron James has 7 40-point games. Did you know that at the 55 finals games that LeBron has played, it took him 28 games for him to score his very first 40-point game? You want to know when that was, ladies and gentlemen? That was in 2015 against the Golden State Warriors in Game 1 of the Finals. LeBron had 44 points. That was his first 40-point game in the NBA Finals. In 55 games, it took LeBron more than half of the time to score 40 points in an NBA Finals game. Did you know that Michael Jordan, it took him 10 games to score his first 40-point game out of 35 games? But LeBron James, it took him over half the time to score 40 in an NBA Finals game. It was the 28th game. That means in 2007, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, it took LeBron's 6th finals appearance to have a 40-point game. And that was through 27 games. It took more than half for him to score his first 40-point game. Michael Jordan did it in his second NBA Finals against the Portland Trail Blazers, and it took him 10 games to crack his first 40-point game. Now, what's crazy is, then on top of that, the very next season in 1993 in the NBA Finals, this was Jordan and the Bulls' third straight Finals appearance, Michael Jordan had 4 straight 40-point games in that series against the Phoenix Suns. So in 2 playoff series, back-to-back in 92 and 93, Jordan already had 5 40-point games, 4 straight from games 2 to 5. 42, 44, 55, 41. What's crazy is it took LeBron 28 games to reach his first 40-point game in the NBA Finals, while Michael Jordan had 5 40-point games in 15 NBA Finals games to start your NBA Finals career. 15. In 15 games, Jordan had 5 40-point games already, 4 of the 5 against the Phoenix Suns in the 93 Finals, while it took LeBron James 28 games to reach his first 40-point game. I don't know if you guys knew that. Oh, and here's another thing that I need to mention also. 6 of LeBron's 7 40-point games came against one team. You want to know what team that was? I just mentioned it. The Golden State Warriors. That means that LeBron James did not have a 40-point game against the Dallas Mavericks, against the San Antonio Spurs on 3 different occasions, and against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The only other time he scored 40 in an NBA Finals game that was not Golden State was the Miami Heat in the bubble in 2020 in Game 5. LeBron scored 40. Think about that for a second. Michael Jordan scored 40 points in the NBA Finals against 3 different teams. LeBron James, 6 of his 7 40-point games happened against one team. He scored 40 against 2 different teams, but 6 of the 7 were against one team, and that's Golden State. Which is why I go on to tell you, from the statistics that I just told you, Michael Jordan is the better playoff performer even though LeBron is a great playoff performer, and Michael Jordan is the better NBA Finals performer. So when it comes to 30 and 40-point games, y'all just listen to what I just told you on what was important. It took Jordan had two 30-point games back-to-back in his first two NBA Finals games against the Lakers. It took LeBron 11 games to reach the 30-point mark for the first time in his NBA Finals career against the Thunder. And then with 40-point games, it took Jordan 10 games to reach that mark, 10 NBA Finals games. And the 10th game against the Portland Trail Blazers in Game 5 in the 2-2 series, it took LeBron more than half of the time to get his first 40-point game, and that was against the Golden State Warriors. He had two 40-point games in both 2015 and 2016. 2017 and 2018, he had one. And that was the 51-point game in 2018 in Game 1. But ladies and gentlemen, those are just some statistics that I just wanted to let you know, did you know, with Michael Jordan and LeBron James. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think on the Michael Jordan 30-point and 40-point game in comparison to him and LeBron James in terms of how many games it took. And that just lets you know that that's pretty surprising. But let me know what you guys think. Bless up. Live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching.